Chair, I think I want us to correct some things. I'm sorry to disturb the proceedings. We are faced with doing things illegally and continuously continuing doing such things. I think we can't continue with you as our chairperson when you are implicated in the Madlanga, and we don't just talk about that. We just leave it and do everything as if it's an ordinary day for us. I think we should first of all understand that are you criminally implicated in removing the general of the SAPS Masemola? So no, don't disturb me, Chair. I know when you are. I know when you are.
Honorable Shongwe.
Do you have a point to disturb me, Chair?
Yes, I'm chairing the meeting.
Is it because you can't be chairing the meeting when we don't understand? We are sitting with a criminal here, or we are sitting with a person who's straightforward. So let's first deal with that.
On a point of order. Point of order, Chairperson.
Honorable Schikkerling.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, that has got nothing to do with the proceedings of today. We've got an agenda. We are dealing with the agenda. Honorable Shongwe can't come in after we've already started with the agenda of the day and come and make spurious allegations against you. There is no allegations against you, Chairperson. That is not the truth at all.
Chair, this is not a point of order.
Proceed with the meeting. I suggest we proceed with the meeting, Chairperson. Honorable Shongwe can write a letter if he's not happy with what's happening today. Thank you very much.
We are sitting with people who are implicated in Madlanga in trying to remove the general, Chair.
Honorable Gancho.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Chair, I'm still on the platform.
I raised my hand long because I wanted to raise an order to the honorable member. I am covered by Honorable Schikkerling that this was not an item on the agenda, and I agree that he should write a letter. And this is a joint meeting. We cannot be subjected to your own challenges of your portfolio committee. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
No. We can't be led by a person.
Honorable Shongwe, please stop interrupting.
No, Chair, you keep on putting. I'm not done, but you keep on putting people in front of me. Why?
Babawa, please
let me finish. No, Chair. Let me finish. Allow me to finish. You've allowed them to finish. You can't lead us when you're implicated.
Point of order. What is being said here is 100% unparliamentary. And frankly, I think Honorable Shongwe must be asked to withdraw.
This is not a DA platform. Allow people to speak, Chair, and give us all the time to speak and finish.
Honorable
Shongwe, cannot come into a meeting and start.
My hand have been up
throwing
this is not a DA meeting.
When it actually needs a substantive motion.
You've got two of your members implicated in this situation, in this IDEC thing, and you keep on defending each other. Let's talk about it first. We can't be led by a person who's implicated and doesn't share his matter with us.
Absolutely outrageous behavior.
No, let me speak. Allow me to speak. Don't stop disturbing me. Let me make my point.
Yeah, can you order in the meeting where we have raised our hands so that we close?
Yes. Colleagues, we have done the relevant work that was on the agenda today. I am going to, with that, close.
Members of Parliament's Police Portfolio Committee clashed on Wednesday over Democratic Alliance Member of Parliament Ian Cameron's continued role as chairperson amid allegations linking him to efforts to remove suspended National Police Commissioner General Fanny Masemola. The dispute erupted after members called for Cameron to recuse himself, while allegations made at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry are being examined. The allegations surfaced during testimony by the Investigating Directorate Against Corruption IDEC prosecutor Trishanta Ramsey, who reportedly linked Cameron to discussions surrounding Masemola's removal and the decision to charge the suspended police commissioner. Cameron's name has since featured several times during proceedings at the Commission, particularly in connection with allegations surrounding the circumstances that led to Masemola's suspension and prosecution. The issue spiraled into Wednesday's Police Portfolio Committee meeting, which was considering a joint committee report on an unrelated matter. Umkhonto we Sizwe Party Member of Parliament Vusi Shongwe, who has himself appeared before the Madlanga Commission, challenged Cameron's continued participation in the meeting and called for him to step aside pending clarification of the allegations, and said, I think we should first of all understand whether you are criminally implicated in removing the general of SAPS, Masemola. However, DA MP Lisa defended Cameron and rejected the suggestion that the committee should be disrupted by allegations, and said Shongwe should submit his concerns in writing rather than raising them during the committee meeting, and said that is not the truth at all, so please can we proceed with the meeting. Honorable Shongwe can write a letter if he's not happy with what's happening today. Cameron has rejected the allegations, describing them as hearsay and denying that he was involved in any plot to target or remove Masemola. The confrontation highlights the growing political tensions surrounding the Madlanga Commission, where testimony has increasingly placed the conduct of senior law enforcement officials and political figures under scrutiny, with Cameron's name continuing to feature in testimony concerning Masemola's case. Pressure is likely to mount for the allegations to be tested against evidence before the Commission as it seeks to establish what led to the dramatic fallout involving the National Police Commissioner. Ramsey also implicated her former boss, Advocate Andre Johnson, and suspended Chief Investigator Dylan Perumal in an alleged effort to engineer Masemola's removal. Her evidence appeared to place Cameron within the chain of events surrounding the alleged scheme, but under questioning, Ramsey clarified that she was not concluding Cameron had participated in the alleged plot. Instead, she was explaining how the sequence of events raised concerns for her. Evidence leader Lee Sigels Ngube reinforced the distinction, telling the Commission that Ramsey's evidence was intended to establish the foundation for her suspicion, and said what she seeks to show the commissioners is that there are discussions that were exclusively among IDEC. It may have been that some parliamentary committee on policing members were involved, but she doesn't have evidence of that. Ramsey previously testified that Perumal approached Cameron seeking his participation as a complainant in an IDEC investigation into alleged corruption within crime intelligence. She said Cameron agreed to come on board, a claim he has rejected it. Meanwhile, Action SA Member of Parliament Darrell James called on SAPS to urgently secure and review CCTV footage from Parliament, saying it will disprove claims by IDEC State Advocate Ramsey that she received classified documents passed under the door of her parliamentary office. Ramsey made the claim during her testimony before the Commission, while detailing IDEC's handling of investigations into alleged corruption with crime intelligence. She alleged that IDEC investigators approached James and provided her with top-secret crime intelligence documents. James has disputed the claim, saying access to her parliamentary office floor was controlled and that her office entrance was monitored by security cameras, and that the disgraced IDEC investigators were telling a blatant lie when they claimed that I received documents under the door of my parliamentary office. James has requested that SAPS, which is responsible for security in Parliament, urgently secure and review the footage, monitoring the entrance to her office. She said the footage would confirm that no one else has access to her office and will refute the claims made during the Commission proceedings. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.